So there for the music.
96% there for the music.
96. So what's the other 4%?
Huh? What's it called? Growing your network, innit?
A man put oil on a pan
What?
to fry egg, yeah?
Listen, let me land.
Yeah. You see spaghetti, as in spaghetti you put in a pot to boil.
Yeah.
A man slapped the spaghetti sticks in the pan. I also want to tell young bucks that, bro, you see that phrase, failure is not an option, I hate it, remove it from your discography, vocabulary, dictionary, thesaurus.
No, because I was going to ask, obviously, because you lot were living together, what sorts of things was going on?
Hey, there was nothing going on.
For example,
Hey, that sounds mad.
because I'm seeing guys like Jalen. You know Jalen that plays for Houston. That's because everyone's trying to do this whole different thing now. Because remember I told you about them man that are trying to bring rock Asics, like Asics.
Like, Asics are dead.
Ooh.
No, see, look, Asics are terrible,
Gel
man.
lights are fire, bro.
Gel light. You hearing
That
this?
sounds like a toothpaste,
Gel-
bro.
yeah, gel
About
light.
gel lights,
Gel
calm down.
light.
Just because you know the name.
Gel lights.
So what, New Balances are dead as well?
New Balances are, some of them are hard.
No. New Balances are shit.
Oh, no, I'm not on that.
But yeah, no, and you lot are making all these faces. You lot were never on New Balances before.
I told them, bro, relax.
Is it recording? Yeah.
Audio's recording and video's recording.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ain't no runners in South, man.
Hey,
The runners on.
hey, chill. It's recording.
Hey, put the mic closer to your mouth.
Closer?
Yeah.
I gotta put mine away.
A bit closer though. There should be calm. Yeah. Sweet episode 37.
Yeah, Cage Birds 37. Yo, what's up? We got a special one for them today.
Sorry, I just have to get that memory one
Oh, you're good.
Oh, sorry, I can't cut this out by the way. It's too much effort.
Sorry.
Nah, it's alright.
That makes it real.
So special guest appearances.
Yeah, we had 2 special guests. Down to 1.
We got fans. Fan love.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's happening?
Episode 37. We got a special guest for them today. The one and only. Some people know him as AD. Some people know him as Anked.
The one and only. How many Addies are there in this world?
Hey, yo, he said it. I'm trying to give him a special entree, bro.
My brother's name's Addy.
So,
No, but this one is Anked.AD, bro.
Anked.87.
Anyway, proceed.
Man, them
with
are
your-
using tags like
proceed
the
with your-
producers.
proceed
Anyway,
with
we
your-
got a special one, you know. He's wearing green, you know, with grey and orange crepes. Like, bro, man don't know what he wears, but obviously, at the end of the day, yeah, it's about being unique, innit? So we got a special one for them today.
How do you lot feel wearing flares, man?
Flares.
Yeah. What do you lot feel? Let's start there, cause I've tried to wear flares. I just can't. It just feels my body doesn't feel right.
Do you know what it is? I think it's just.
Cause I know
I
you
don't know,
lot are doing.
I prefer flares now.
You prefer
I've
flares?
always been wearing flares though. It just wasn't cool back then. And then
he's
now
couldn't find the size, but he's lying. All taller
no,
guys.
okay, but you know, like you was getting bigger clothes when you. were
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
I've
Because mom used to be like, man, will grow into it. Because
Yeah,
if she bores my size in the next 2 months, man's too big for it.
that's cash loss.
I've always seen flares. them just look so uncomfortable in flares. Bare man to me.
Uncomfortable?
They look
I'm the
uncomfortable in
opposite.
flares.
Yeah, I feel like it's more free.
Nah.
But I got them like
If
powder
it's-
jam thighs.
If it's hugging your thighs, they don't look comfortable to
No,
me.
mine's not even hugging.
That's hugging your thighs, bro.
What? I just got a big fat, bro. There's bare space.
No, you need to get.
You're pulling it to show that there's space.
You can see
Yeah,
that.
you can see here's the space.
What do you mean, bro?
You got
It just doesn't look comfortable. It looks like the disco thing, like you know, like the days where it's,
And then it
it's
flares at
tight
the bottom.
and then-
But his ain't flares though. Those are just baggy.
Nah, they're straight fit.
No, they're straight. Like for example, straight fit
Yeah,
is the
these are
closest.
flares.
Straight fit is the closest I'd go to.
Yeah,
flares.
that's what I'm saying. These are flares.
You gotta get a pair of these.
Yeah, told the man them.
No wins without losses, man.
Man's been sponsored, but man's been sponsoring
You're
them,
not
bro.
sponsored. If you're not wearing all branded.
And then it's like, and in the rain, like the thing's dragging. Like,
Oh, see, but like I don't do the ones where it's touching the ground.
But they
My
all-
thing is just.
what does
It
yours
sits-
stick?
it
Does yours
sits
stick to the
perfect.
crepe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine
so-
don't touch the ground though.
I'm telling you, it's this material, bro.
Bro, how you telling me? I walked here in them, bro. Where's it touching?
Bro, pull it down, because
Is it
bro,
touching
when
the
it's
ground?
raining.
VAR.
When they can't see. When it's raining, the thing's gonna be,
Wallahi,
and you're wearing grey.
Hey, look, there's proof right there.
It's gonna be
I don't know what
soaked.
that is.
Proof's in the pudding. Still, you got caught.
Hey, VAR, man.
Yeah, the flirting. I feel like a lot of man just force it because it's trendy, bro. It's
Man
not,
said the
it's not
disco
them.
thing.
It's not them, man.
Nah, some people.
It's not every trend that you have to follow.
Nah, I get it.
I feel
Do
like
you know what,
some
for me though? Because like again, because we're bigger, taller, yeah, I need to wear something that...
You don't need to wear flares though.
Why?
You don't need to wear flares.
I feel like they fit more comfy. I hate something that just sits on my shoe.
I prefer like the straight fit that just sits on the crep.
Yeah.
Like the cargos that just...
Yeah.
That's the closest I'll get to flares, but...
No, but you're a shorts guy though. You go gym in that for your legs. Like, it looks good.
No, but like, shorts, but I wear cargos
So
as well.
what type of jeans do you wear?
Mine are either straight or slim or tapered.
Taper's fine.
So
I
tapered,
don't remember the last time I wore a pair of
so
jeans.
tapered sits on the crep.
Jeans, nah, I still wear jeans. I'm a straight fit guy though.
Yeah.
I used to wear them carrot bottoms, but the carrot bottoms, they run out, man.
What's the carrot buttons?
It's like...
Oh yeah.
it kind of got, and then it fits like right on top
fitted
of the shoe.
right at the ankle. Yeah, that's my version of that is tapered.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
tapered is a more better fit than that.
version.
But that's proper
I
skinny
need
at the ankle.
somewhere for my big thighs, my big waist, and then as long as it gets to my leg, then...
For me, I switch it up though, because
Yeah, 100.
sometimes I'm just in a different mood.
That's why I do
Feeling
the
like
shorts
a rock
thing.
star, man's gonna wear skinny jeans and that.
I haven't worn skinny jeans.
Bro,
I used to
No,
wear.
like-
No,
I
mine
used
is
to wear
first.
skinny-
Well, I can't
to
chat.
wear skinny jeans.
I was in a chino phase for time.
chino phase was
Was
drip,
that-
bro.
yeah.
No,
That was a real
like
thing.
with the lumberjack thing and that. I
Bro.
remember
Yeah,
what,
the lumberjack
you know what's
and-
crazy?
and
You know the
then
sambas he wore,
a
yeah?
pair of Vans.
Real niggas from B&O, man wore those exact same things, the brown ones.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
guys are getting bullied.
It's a
back then.
non-uniform
You know
day.
what I'm saying?
And I remember, you know where Upney is? You know Upney in it? Or
Yeah,
Wilkin. I saw
yeah.
my boy shout out Nathan, and he was older than him. This guy snapped me and was laughing, yeah? By the time I got to BA,
Wait, what crap was he wearing?
he was just wearing like Air Forces, innit?
Okay, yeah.
But
Air
this
Force
was-
have always been.
Yeah, but I was wearing literally these sambas in it, but they were brown in it. I got to school, the whole school was grilling, man. Like,
No,
hey, yo.
no, I can.
Someone
see
said
that.
I'm wearing
I
the
can
Air
see that.
Jerusalems. They boyed
No,
it.
I can see that. No, I still wouldn't wear sambas. Sambas are. I think they're more accepted today.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's because everyone's trying to do this whole different thing now. Because remember I told you about them man that are trying to bring
Yeah.
like rock Asics, like Asics.
Like,
our
Asics are
thing.
dead.
Ooh,
No, see, look,
Asics are dead,
Asics
bro.
are terrible,
gel
man.
lights are fire, bro.
Gel light, gel light. Are you hearing
That
this?
sounds like a toothpaste,
Gel-
bro.
yeah, gel
I'm like,
lights.
gel lights,
Gel
calm down.
lights.
Just because you know the name.
Gel lights.
So
I know-
what, New Balances
Bro,
are dead as
New
well?
Balances are, some of them are
No,
hard.
no. New Balances are shit.
Oh, no, I'm not on that. I'm not.
But yeah, no, and you lot are making all this face. You lot were never on New Balances before. So loud, because
I
you
was
lot
wearing,
probably...
no, do you know what's mad? I was wearing all of that back in the day, but it just wasn't accepted, bro.
Okay, cool, but no one accepted New Balance. 95% of sneakerheads didn't.
No one
New
accepted
Balance.
like Sondacos.
No, they accepted Asics though.
No,
100% back in the day,
Nah.
they did.
Asics were a netball shoe. That was a netball crap.
true stuff.
It was always just a netball crap.
No.
New Balance was
That's a basketball netball thing.
yeah.
No,
New
you're thinking
Balance
about
was classified.
the runners though.
The
Those
gel-
are
The lifestyle is.
the
Yeah,
gel lights and that.
Gel
people
lights
was
are
wearing
runners,
that.
innit?
they're running.
Kind of, yeah.
They're like
but
hiking
you're
crap.
thinking about the ones that are like the ones netballers wear. They
No,
don't.
They-
we're
but
thinking about
they
the
all-
ones, the
they all-
lifestyle one, like man, like, he said, like man, high cop
Bro,
Everest.
their
They're all the same.
lifestyle and the netball ones look
They
exactly
look
the
exactly
same.
the same. Asics are dead though. New Balance.
I'm gonna show you the
New
ones
Ba-
I'm talking about. Should I pull it up?
Yeah, go on, pull it up.
Pull it up.
New Balances. My thing is my main problem issue that I had with New Balances is that one, people, okay, cool, I get trends come and go, cool, New Balance come.
That new pack
Then
ones are hard
New
then
pack on, yeah.
though. You don't think so? With the texture.
like the only New Balance that I might consider getting are the 1960s. That's the only model I
cool,
like.
cool,
The
first.
1960s to me is the hardest model that I can see myself wearing. The 550 and the 2002 R's. Yeah.
I can imagine you lot saying nah.
That's bro. On my, on my life. You see in the hospital, in the theatre, the people that work in the theatre, there's actually a whole
Do you know what
section
this-
of those
do you know what we call these?
that they wear.
This is the prime Grey's Anatomies, bro.
Bro, those are theatre crap
Yeah.
that they wear when they're doing surgery.
This is what surgery wears, bro.
This is what they.
This is what makes Dreamy and that
No,
wear.
I'm being dead serious. They wear that in surgery.
But now, do you know what it is though? I like that because one thing I always say about my bro Adi is, like, ever since I know him, he's been different, like the way he
I
dresses.
respect it.
I respect
it.
it.
As long as you're consistent.
Like
with
even
that.
in school, man used to wear like that long dark Vader coat. Man thinking,
Vader coat.
remember?
yeah, man used to wear the Dalek coat thing.
Everyone's thinking, bro, what's this guy wearing? I'm like,
No,
bro,
because he was.
I never cared.
Everyone used to think it was carrying.
Bro, you know like that, like you can't wear a long football jacket.
Yeah, but you were
Oh,
not a football manager. But that was drip back then as well.
Oh no, but
though.
the long football jackets are hard though. They've always been hard.
Yeah.
I've always found them hard.
That's what I'm
Long
saying.
thing.
But the one you see the one thing that pissed me off. I remember I made it to talk about it. Yeah, was have you seen the Dior B30s?
They are dead.
Yeah, but okay, you call them dead, yeah.
Yeah, they are dead.
Those are New Balances.
No, I get it. No,
New
I get
Balances.
it.
They're literally New Balances
They're
with
the same.
CD
They're
on
the
it.
same silhouette in it.
Yeah. But I guarantee you, a lot of the man buying the B30s, if they saw when they saw the New Balance versions, because it's the exact same pair, the New
But
Balance.
wouldn't that prove our
just
point
end.
that you might as well just buy the New Balances instead of
No,
Dior's?
that's my point. But
Okay.
both of them are still shit.
You don't like both of them. Yeah.
Both of them. I was like, you don't expect me to say this, the one with the CD on it because it's Dior is better. Because it's the exact same model. And
But that's
all
like back in the day as well.
designers-
Like Giuseppe's or not, were dead. What's the one of the spikes as well?
Oh my
Lubes.
gosh.
Lubes, they were dead.
Lubes.
I can't lie, I had a pair of white Lubes, slow ones.
You know what I'm saying? That's criminal.
That's cute, no.
No, but the thing is,
It's not
wait,
buying them 'cause you
I
like
bought
them.
them.
Yeah, but
the
that's
thing,
that
I
punk
bought
thing
them.
he was talking about.
I
That's that
bought them,
party.
But I bought them.
Yeah.
I looked at them and I'm like, these just ain't for me, and I sold them.
No, I hear it.
I got rid of them.
So what do you lot think about boots?
What do you mean?
Football boots,
No, like
Wellington boots.
Oh,
Bottega boots, Prada.
oh no, those
boots.
are terrible. Those are terrible.
No, they.
Bottega boots
No,
are
wait,
terrible.
wait. It depends. The low cut ones are hard.
Those are
Like the
terrible.
Prada ones,
Hey, the Prada ones, and I need those.
they're gas
I
still.
need
I take
them.
that.
Do you know
I take
what-
that.
need
the
those.
Prada ones are staples, but
Yeah.
do you know what my thing is? You see, with designer crepe,
Yeah.
because of I went through that phase whereby I was just straight designer crepe. Yeah, it's because now that I don't wear them, I'm so careful buying designer crepe. Because now it's like if I'm not wearing it in the next couple years, I'm not buying it.
Not buying it. Yeah.
So, for example, Vic Owens, that's to me
Immediate.
that crepe. I'll give it another year. Like me and my boy have this conversation. The B30s that we just spoke about.
They've
I
already
give-
died out.
I've given no, they haven't died out.
B30s.
No, they haven't died out.
As in
They're
the
still
new ones.
live.
Do
No.
people new ones buying it? They're still buying it.
Yeah,
No, they're still live. They're
My name are
still
still
live.
wearing it.
You see a lot of
It's
people
live.
wearing
Oh, it's still live. But these crepe, yeah, I give them like time limits.
Okay.
So the B30, to be fair, the B30s, I said that they'll die this summer, last year. They still haven't died. They're still running this. Like the Pradas, for example, they've come back. I'll give them maybe a year or two.
Wait, which ones?
Them
the boots.
The low tops.
the American Cup.
The low
yeah,
tops.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the shiny ones.
Yeah, because those went out of fashion.
Not gonna lie, they were in fashion. People was wearing them to school.
Yeah, but yeah,
Now
I
they're
know.
back.
I remember.
back.
I remember. Like all the drug dealers were rocking them all black, shiny.
Yeah.
They're still
Yeah,
hard though.
They're hard.
Nah, I
they're
think
hard.
those are wavy.
They're hard. I think
I
they're
need a pair
hard.
of those.
You know, on a
I think
smart
they're hard.
cash thing.
No, you
I need
can,
a
bro.
pair
You can
of
drop
those.
it.
Or even if on
No,
track
you can wear them.
Yeah,
you can
if
wear them
literally
like
anything,
that.
anything. But yeah, like I said,
It
these
looks like a
designer
whip.
crepe.
The shoe actually looks like a whip as well.
Nah,
Think about it.
they're wavy. That's a designer shoe I'd get.
Yeah, yeah.
But the only thing is just, well, like for example, I've still got my Balenciaga arenas. Yeah, my all black one. Had them all black one. Like I wore them to prom.
You
Yeah,
did.
I wore them to prom.
You
I haven't worn them since probably like 20. When was prom? What, 2016, yeah.
17.
Damn.
So 2017. I haven't worn them since 2017.
17.
old.
Yeah,
I
17.
haven't worn them since 2017.
Oh,
That
17.
was big piece to me back in the day. I bought them 2017.
If you
So
was
like-
wearing those back in the day, it was like, oh.
So what do you
Yeah,
think
that
it
was
is?
hard.
Do you think the culture predicts the swag, or the swag predicts the culture?
I think it's the culture. It's the
But
culture
you-
because remember, for example, like those Pradas, for example, that we're talking about now, it gets brought back into fashion by people like rappers, for example. Like for example, like when
Except
rappers
watches
start,
and
you remember
whatnot.
when you started seeing rappers wearing Prada a bit more, then you started seeing then a lot of people started going into Prada.
I get
and
it.
Now
I agree.
it's-
But why
a
I
lot
asked
of
that
the
was
time-
because, like, some like, so let's say he's wearing that green joggers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would wear them because I've always like shiny colors. But something like you might not wear that. But what we're talking about the designers, yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously we said Prada, but the Dior's B30 because of the name in it.
Yeah.
But man's saying that, can we really say we produce the swag because it's Dior? Like even the Balenciaga runners that everyone used to wear that were meaty. People wore that because they said Balenciaga on it because they wanted you to know they're Balenciaga.
I was so close to
So
getting
man, them are
up,
buying it for the name. I'm saying, are we really producing the swag, or is the swag producing us and dictating what we do?
No, we're really
because the
producing
same man
the
that was
swag.
saying, wasn't it like a year and a half ago that were like, oh, we're not buying Balenciaga no more because of that stunt they pulled.
I haven't bought Balenciaga.
No, I'm not saying it's you. But
Oh, no, yeah, I know, but
you
I
know
get-
what
I
I'm
get
saying.
people
Most
are-
man. So, but now everyone's
People are still buying Balenciaga.
same way
like,
Gucci said they hate black people. Man, are still buying
I
Gucci.
think Gucci's so tacky, bro.
Yeah, bin.
Everything about
Except from the belt once in a while, but apart from
not
that,
and not even the generic belt. Like it's got.
I'm just talking about the
a fly
clothes.
ass belt.
Yeah.
LV's always been wavier than
LV's
a lot cleaner than Gucci.
LV's
to
the
me.
pattern. Your little LV wallet.
I don't know. Anytime I look at
Side
That
Gucci,
LV card, that
Man.
car holder,
Man.
the bag as well.
Man.
But you know what I like? The
No,
LV
the
when
bag
the
piece is
logo's
also-
big. You know when the logos are small, I don't really like it. I like the big logo LV.
no, I like the subtle. I like the subtle.
subtle,
LV.
think so?
Yeah.
I saw some woman on the train
I
today
like
with
the
a
LV.
bag, and it was like the big, and I was like,
I like the
yo.
LV. I like the LV whereby you have to look close at the print to see that it's
You
LV.
get,
Because that's how I've always been with designer. Like, I don't like. I like.
That's
having
why you like the
certain designers.
Supreme forces as well, innit?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
subtle.
I like the Supreme forces.
Unless you,
They
know,
just-
unless you can see from the
yeah,
side
yeah.
that it's got the little Supreme,
Yeah.
you won't know that it's Supreme or like just a little. Like, even just like Supreme in general, it's just simple. Like for example, like the box logos. Like I like the box logos because it's just simple, clean tee with just a logo Supreme. Like I'm not really with
Why
them.
you spend all that money on a logo? Because it's the logo, innit?
No, but like don't get it twisted. But in my head is like it's just a brand that I fuck with because I'd rather not because I'm not big into buying designer brand no more. So I like streetwear. I prefer streetwear.
100%.
And the thing is, I'm the type of guy whereby I'll go through, like for example, when I was younger, it was just straight off white. I used to just buy bare off white just because I love Virgil, innit? I love Virgil. But then now it's like, yeah, for real, RIP. But now it's like, I can't find myself. Maybe it's a subtle LV, but I just can't find myself because bear man are wearing all the designers.
That's what I'm saying. I
Bam,
feel
so
like-
it's like I'm just trying to be like my own person. So that's why I'm like Supreme. Like everyone says Supreme's hype died. Oh, is the hype died? Cool. I'm
Even
gonna rock
better.
it. Because
Even
they've got
better.
pieces as well. Supreme have
Yeah.
got hard pieces that unless you know, you know.
No.
That's why
I
I'm like
wanted those dunks they dropped for the. I remember when I was in America.
the SB dunk.
Yeah.
What with the stars?
With the
on it?
stars.
Yeah.
I wanted them for the long. I remember when I was there.
But to me, something like that, yeah. Like for example, because I know how much like you see consumerism, it kills people. Because them pair, like for example, they've got a black and white version, which is the same as the Panda.
Same as
Dunk.
this. Same as this.
If I'm being honest,
I prefer these.
I'd rather just get a Panda.
Yeah,
Dunk.
yeah, nah, those are.
And you're saving
I prefer
yourself.
these.
You're saving yourself a grand.
a grand.
literally.
A grand. Because
Wow.
those black and white Supreme dunks, you're looking at a bag.
And I said it once. My biggest regret is. So you know when the chunky dunks came out?
Yeah, I remember you said.
Bro, imagine I won them on sneakers. Yeah,
No, you didn't.
mums.
What?
But this was when I think I didn't know, but me and Ben weren't that close to them. But I remember when there was a time I was buying all the new shoes, like I was proper in my sneaker game. I won them, yeah, and I told Ben the story. But because of how I thought others would look at it, I said, no, this is me, do you? Like, word to my mum, like, I even said the screenshot, like, yo, I got through. But I was like, wait, if I wear these, people are going to think this is dead. Like, so I let it go, like, I just didn't. Bro, that's when Jane and Sancho dropped that one pick.
When he was on holiday.
When he was on holiday.
With the grey essential
Bro,
shorts.
I
and-
go back on the chunky dunks, 1-2 grand minimum. I'm fuming.
But you see what I just said about when you see certain people wearing
Yeah.
certain shit, like it
Fuming.
makes you think, oh, like that's kind of
It
hard.
was their retail, bro, 90 pounds. I could have
Yeah,
had it, but I
back
was
then it was
thinking,
90
I would
pounds,
wear
yeah.
this, but if I wear this, my boys will think, yo, what man's wearing?
See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Man. You gotta be able to just wear whatever you want.
Oh, yeah, that was back
You
in
know
the
what I'm
day.
saying?
Back in
Yeah,
the day.
definitely back in the day. Guys were conscious of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's why I like the culture now where it's more, like, obviously, that's why you're here, so express that. So obviously, I've always said you're different. So what makes you wear what you want to wear? Is it how you feel on a day? Is just how you want to express yourself? Is it more like, yo, I want people to remember me by how I dress? Because some people are like that, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, yeah. I think I've just never really been into designer. I've always been into pieces where it's like, oh, where'd you get that from? And it's like, oh, no, you can't get. I like the one of one. I like things that are like, you can't have that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like fashion is it's a cycle, innit? You're gonna go from the baggy to the skinny to the mid. Everyone wearing jorts or like, what's it called? Wearing hoodies and all that. It's a cycle. So regardless of what you wear, at some point, it's gonna trend again. Even if people swear they blacklist it now. And I just feel like, depending on the day, let's say I'm coming here, I want to push my boy's brand because I think his stuff's sick. And that's the only thing I want to wear. Like I say all the time. Like I'd rather wear this than put on a Supreme hat, do you know what I'm saying? Or wear a Chrome Hearts hoodie or something. Even though that stuff's fly, it's not the same because it's like you can go to the shop and buy it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to look exactly the same.
Yeah, I mean,
Or sometimes I'm going out, I'm like, it sounds mad, innit? But when I feel like a rock star, I'm gonna wear something crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put on leather. You know what I'm saying?
want to stand out. I hear that. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. We've been saying that, like, I feel like there's this whole, because we're haters, UK are haters, like me and Ben had this conversation, UK are haters where people want to wear something to stand out or like be different, but then the same people that say, oh, UK's too same, everyone was the same thing, as soon as someone steps out of the status quo, we're getting onto them. So it's like, pick
But
what you want.
At the same
can't live
time,
on Twitter, fam.
there's nothing. Yeah, that's another
That's another topic.
yeah, but you at the same time, some people just might feel like you're sensitive at the same time because they feel like there's nothing wrong with saying that you don't like something. Obviously, the way you put it out and saying that it's just you don't like it.
But did I ask for your opinion? I'm not saying that's wrong.
Yeah.
But then I could then say, did I ask for your opinion? Because obviously something I'm wearing has triggered you, which is a good or bad way. Because to most people, we said people want clout anyway, whether it's good or bad. Yeah. It's not a thing where someone will come say, "Hey, yo, I don't want clout." Most people want clout more than money nowadays.
It's crazy to me.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So to them, man, it's like, okay, I want something that's obviously triggered you, but that's even a good thing. Why are you talking about me? Now my name's in the streets, so where? But one thing I want to talk about today is why you're here is obviously you're from South, you know, you rep it a lot. A lot of men are from South.
I don't rep it a lot, I'm just...
Calm down, man. It's not even a bad connotation.
I don't rep it. Man.
You don't rep South?
No, I represent South, but I'm not like I'm from South. I'm from South.
Oh, yeah.
You know some people from South is their personality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's not you.
I get what you're saying. I don't represent.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't...
Yeah.
So, like, tell us that, do you feel like there's a certain... I say braggadociousness about South London people because like you and Ben just said, there's some people's personality. But what do you think is so different from South Londoners compared to just other people, just the area that you see? Because even before we were rolling on tape, we were talking about Bricky in the area and just how like it's just a funny area, innit? Yeah. So what do you think makes like South just stand out and be like, yo, like it's different to
I don't know, South just has a different swag to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really go north and them places there, but like, I don't know what it's like over there, but you know when you come south, it's just different. It's different air, different vibe. People are a little bit more like out there. Like they'll get onto you, a little bit more. Everyone's more cautious of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like the girls are a little bit more aggressive. I don't know why.
Hey, yo, he said that. I just said that.
No, not like that. I'm just saying, like, bro, like.
So what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that, bro?
Let me tell you a story. So we're standing in a group. We're just chilling.
Whereabouts is this?
In Brixton.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people. And this girl.
What time is it? Set the scene.
Yeah, set the scene. Cool.
What's it? A weekend? You are now.
It's a weekend. Us man are just out chilling after pro-am, and we're just standing in a group. And it's bear in mind we're in this little space and there's a lot of people. So and you know there's gonna be a lot of people there. So I'm standing there. I'm just there's music playing. Someone's you know what I'm saying. I'm vibing to the music.
Yeah.
Go behind me, just like. You know what I'm saying? Like, putting her hand there. I'm like, turn around. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? She's like, oh, no, I'm not pushing you. I'm just keeping the space. I'm like, bro, there's hella people here. If you need space, go find, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go take a breather.
And then, do you know what I'm saying? Go take a breather if you're not trying to be in a mix. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying to chat to her like that.
Yeah.
Then she just starts going over a tangent. I'm just looking at her like, bro, it was never that serious. Don't be in a big group if you don't want anyone to touch you or like be around. You know what I'm saying? And I'm bopping my head. I didn't even know she was behind me, and she's small as well. So I'm just like,
you're looking down.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't. But like in different areas, stuff like that, you won't really see happen. But I'm not. I don't go to different areas.
No,
I hear you.
Yeah.
But see situations like that. Like when you have people like that, the best thing to do is just. Like, sometimes I feel like I can tell. Like you said, I can sense the energy when I'm dealing with a girl from South London. It sounds weird. But it's like they just have a certain.
It's not necessarily bad. It's just.
It's like for example, I don't know what it is. I can just tell when a girl's from West London or South London. I don't know what it is.
West, I can tell.
I don't know anywhere else besides South.
Is it? Bro, expand your area. You have Easter cards for a reason, bro.
Yeah, man's not here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you?
I'm just saying. I just came from America. I came from America, fam. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
We'll get that later, but
hold on. Say if that girl. If that girl was good looking, would the way you dealt with that situation be different?
No, she was good looking.
Oh, she was good looking?
Yeah, she was calm. She was just mad for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, them man there just be vexed for no reason. I'm just like, just have a good time. Just have a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? People in London, when you go out and like, people in London are so like... Aggy, bro.
I don't get it.
I don't think it's London. I think it's areas of London. Because I've been out in certain areas and it's cool. But I get what you mean.
Yeah. Like, you got to deep it. Everyone's there to have a good time. No one's there for, you know what I'm saying?
And we said that in the last episode when we're talking about Napa and everything. But like, it's true. Like here, no, in fact, we spoke about it when we speak about UK party culture.
Yeah. It's when you went to Brixton. Funny enough.
Yeah, that's crazy. South London.
The
South
London thing is just...
What's your opinion on Have you travelled to like countries in Europe? You haven't it?
Yeah.
Have you like partied in other countries?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Like, how do you find it? Like,
It's different, isn't it? People are there to see me if I'm going to a party. I'm there for the music, innit? So if the music's not jumping, I'm standing.
What? Just there for the music, yeah?
I'm literally there for the
Okay,
music.
cool.
You can ask all my boys,
you're just
bro.
there
Man
for the
will
music.
be in the mix. If the music's bumping,
See this guy.
I'm in the mix. Hey,
You're just there for the
I'm
music.
not. Trust me, yeah.
Ben.
Okay.
You can
See,
vouch.
Ade, yeah.
No, do you know it's people can vouch for me. People can
Why
vouch
can't
for
I-
me.
No. But you're just
You
solely
know what I'm
there for the
saying,
music.
Listen. 96% there for the music.
96. So what's the other 4%?
Huh?
What's
Yeah,
that?
what's it called? Growing your network, innit?
What, LinkedIn in person?
Yeah, LinkedIn in person. Networking, bro. Networking. You know what I'm
Connecting.
saying?
I hear it.
No.
Networking.
You see this other guy? He's the king of, you know the man there that want to act mysterious? You know
I
the
don't
man there
act
that want to do the whole
mysterious,
aura?
bro.
Because they think the girls, they know the girl watching them, but they want to act, I'm mysterious. Hey, I'm just cool.
Do you know what's funny? That's the vibe people get from me, and I genuinely don't do that on purpose.
So what? Like when you see someone that you want to network with, do you approach them and ask them what they do in real life?
Yeah, just go out there.
Oh, you
speak to
do?
them.
Oh,
yeah,
so
no,
you,
yeah.
So you don't just stand up and just be one of them guys that are just making eye contact
Yeah,
with the person you
No,
know.
obviously you gotta do the double eye contact. Then if after the second eye
How
contact,
many eye contacts
it's
there?
twice, isn't it? After the second one, you're live.
No, what's second one? So you look at her, she looks at you.
It's like, oh,
Then you look at her again, then she
that
looks at
doesn't
you.
have to be.
Is that twice?
No, it's like you look. Oh, you caught eye contact by accident. Double take.
Oh, double take. Oh, so it's twice.
Now
yeah.
it's like it's live.
So I can't lie. In my head, I always wait for them because one thing I deeped, they'll always somehow end up around you. It's always happened to me. They'll find themselves near you somehow.
different.
Somehow, no, but this is just no. This is just live experience. Live experience. Like for example, like you said, the eye contact thing. But in my head, either, and I'll keep it 100. Either I'm at Circle to see the pool of people that are wanting to network, or I might just stay where I am within the group of course guys that I'm with, and I might think in my head, you know, let's see if she makes a move, or whoever I want to network with makes a move.
Yeah.
Big.
Could be a businessman. You don't
Yeah,
know.
you never know.
Actually,
Obviously, we're bros from ball and BA, yeah. So like, that's when you used to talk about like how much basketball shaped your life, and in terms of just because they don't understand that there's a difference between being in a team and like living together like we did, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
that experience now. There's no amount of money that could make up for that experience that
Bro.
we have at BA. But for me, basketball was 99% of my life till I got to America and realized you gotta open
There's
your
more to
mind. There's
life.
more to life than just basketball. And that's
speak on that because
I
a
feel
lot of
like-
man here, there was no like, bro. Let's be real. You see, the guy right in front of us here is not nobody in this basketball thing. Like this was the guy that was, bro. He speaks for himself. He's 6 every day. So like he's telling you, and if he's speaking about it, it's because I want a lot of man to understand that, you know, right now they're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and even with football, when we say the same thing, they're in an academy. So all they think right now is where they're at. But they need to get to a point where, yeah, you're high here, but you go to somewhere else, you're just a small fish in a big pond. You could be a big fish in a small pond here, and you go elsewhere, and then you realize that, yo, this thing I'm working towards, not that it's a bad thing, but I'm bigger than my talent or basketball. I have more interest than basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like speak on that more. Like, you know, you said,
Now I'm gonna tell you like a quick story about like me and like the work ethic. And I felt like you needed to be on the work thing all the time, and I know you lot saw it. Be like go to practice before school, 6 a.m. every day. And us man had a game. Remember when we played the finals? We got back at like what 3 a.m.
the one we lost,
No, the one we won.
the one we won. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we got back at like 3 a.m. and I was so locked in. I get home, straight to bed. I wake up at 6. So I slept for like 3 hours. It was me and Alex. Shout out Alex, man.
And like Alex
Shout out
Ferguson.
Alex. So us man go in the morning.
So wait, tell me that again. We just won a final.
Yeah, we
we
won
come
the
back
final.
at 3
Season's
a.m.
done. Season's done.
Season's done, and he's back at work 6 a.m.
That's how
same
like
day.
that's how locked in I was on my goals and what I wanted to do. So us man was in at 6 a.m.
We've celebrated.
Right,
the whole
these
night.
man are downstairs in the crib shouting. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Finished that workout, and then I got home. I don't know if you remember this, and I was sick for like 5 days. Remember, I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah, you were burnt out, bro.
I burnt out. I didn't know what burnout was back then, so I was burnt out. But that was just to show you, like, the work ethic I have, And then when I went over to America, I still have the same work ethic and whatnot. But you realize as you're growing and meeting people, speaking to people, that you need to have more to your personality than just sports. Because at some point, even if you make it to the highest level, the ball's going to stop bouncing. Do you know what I'm saying? So you need to understand how to live life outside of basketball and understand how the world works. You need to understand how to use your money. You need to understand how to get a job, how to write a CV, how all that little thing. Like, you need to know how to do that stuff. And I didn't really ever think about stuff like that because I would think I'll just be good at basketball and that's going to be enough and everything's going to come into place. But in that industry, everyone's looking out for themselves. Like in every industry, everyone's looking out for themselves.
Even the same coaches telling you, yo.
Yeah, everyone's looking after them. We're not going to touch on that.
You ain't going to touch on that.
Everyone's looking out for themselves. So if they see you as a high-level product, they're going to use you for what you are and they're not necessarily going to show you
to
the
their
ropes.
to their benefit.
But talk about that because you remember you were saying that people complain that people use it wrong, but we said life transactional.
Yeah, that's just, as I mentioned, that there was some Morrison the rapper, he's got a bar whereby he says something to do like you get used more if you're useful, and then there's people that get used less because they're useless. That's just the way of life. Like in just everything, like in all walks of life, you're gonna get used based on the skills and the attributes that you possess, and whether you like it or not, you're gonna do that at other people. It's like, for example, just like in school, for example, your teacher she's, I don't know, got a degree in teaching, she has this knowledge in this and this in English or maths. You're using her to your advantage to gain more knowledge. It's the same way just in terms of networking. You meet new people, you find out they do this and this. In your head, you think, oh, this person does this. I want to do this. Maybe I'll reach out to this person to gain more knowledge. That's you using the person. You're using their knowledge to your advantage. And in your head, a lot of the time, unless they mention anything, you're doing it for your own benefit. And more time, people don't think about giving anything back in return. They're just thinking about themselves, about me. I need. If I meet this person, that means I can then maybe go and do this and do this to help me progress. But they don't actually think about, oh, okay, once I do this and this, yeah, cool. I hope this person, or maybe give him a little. A lot of people, it's rare that you find that with people.
Very
so
rare. No, it's very
that's just the world that we live in. It's just and it's whether or not it's up to you to pick and choose who, for example, you might help, because there's nothing wrong with helping people at the goodness of your heart, but it's up to you to gain something out of a transaction as well.
That's literally how life works. And something I'll stay on that is something that's important for you to like progress and make ways and be successful is having a great support system. Because one of my brothers was talking about it the other day, and he was talking about people trying to do the loner thing and be like, oh, I can do this all by myself. That's not how the world works. Because I was at one point where I felt like I could do it by myself. Then I realized I don't have a good support system because I didn't create one. I felt like I could do it all by myself. I know you lot seen that as well. Like I wouldn't even if I was going through something or I was trying to figure something out, I just thought to myself, I'll figure it out because I didn't want to be that burden on someone else. But
yeah, no, let's expand on that, because also we live together and like these are real stories. That's why we bring people on here to speak. Like obviously I've known you nearly 6 years now.
6 years now. That's crazy, bro.
Nearly 6 years. And the first time, and if it is me and Adi are close, but personality wise, we're probably so different apart.
Polar.
But like polar opposites. So this is me, I'll say an extrovert, and Adi is an introvert in it. So, and what you said about then, like obviously, you know, you wanted to keep things inside to yourself. How was it for you as an introvert to be able to kind of like, because even now you're doing stuff with your boys, like your angst community, how was it for you as an introvert being able to open up yourself and realize that I do need a community around me? Like, not just a community for basketball, but a community to show me that there's more to life. You know, there's things I can do that with. How was that for you?
First of all, shout out Anked. Shout out my Anked brothers. What's it called? I think with the opening up and creating a system around you, I'm still working on that. I'm still finding people that I completely trust, that I can tell things and I know they're reliable all the time, because I think that's something that's very important. But what was you saying again? Was it other bit?
Like, you were just like, you're an introvert. So
how was that doing that with it? No, I don't think, I'm not gonna act like I've figured it out. But as an introvert, I think it's definitely hard for me to reach out and be like, I need help. Do you know what I'm saying? But people need to learn how to do that, because when you need help and when you're by yourself, and you think stuff, there's no one else to show you a different way of thinking. So it kind of puts you in a box. But sometimes when I go out and I do speak to my friends and I ask them about a situation that's going on, not necessarily me just thinking about it and thinking I'm always right. They show me a different angle and I see it in a completely different light. And that's when I realized, like, I can't just sit in my room all the time and try and figure stuff out, because 2 brains is always better than 1.
Yeah, that's why I always used to come disturb you, fam.
Yeah, all the time. Steven's like, bro, come out your room.
Bro, this guy.
Say a quick question before you come on. Who do you find easier to talk to when it comes to a situation? Like, have you got female friends, by the way?
No, which is not good. I should though.
Oh no, I was gonna ask. I don't know. You probably. Like, who do you find easier to speak to when it comes to the situation, male or female friends?
I'll say the majority female, but I would say a lot of the times it depends on the context. Why I say female is females see you for who you are, whether romantically or not. Like, a boy will know you, but he will always speak from the terms of, guy, or terms of you still need to look strong. But girls don't care about all that stuff. They're with you for your vulnerability. And more time, you're more vulnerable around girls anyway, naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Naturally.
So, like you said, I will say female friends, and you're right. Like, trust me, you need females in your life.
You need female. Like, I have female friends. Don't get me wrong, but like not to the level where I can be like,
you can actually
ask them,
go to them about
like,
situation.
That's a different type of friendship for sure. Yeah.
Yo, so like let's talk about life, like early BA times, like teen crib.
Hey, we can't even talk too much on
No, because I was gonna ask, obviously, because you lot were living together.
Yeah, but
like, what sorts of things was going on?
Hey, there was nothing going on.
For example,
hey, that sounds mad.
Because I'm seeing guys like Jalen. You know Jalen that plays for Houston. I'm sure you lot saw the video.
Oh, that. No,
my
that wasn't. Hey, no. That wasn't.
No,
Jalen Green.
You're Jalen Green.
Jalen Green.
I was on that, you know.
You know them basketball man there, that house sharing.
I wasn't on that, bro. I have tape, bro. Pause.
What tape do you have?
You have tape? Like Jalen Green?
I've tape of him.
You both are living in the same house together, so you're both co
All I'm saying is,
you're both going
someone
down.
lived on. I didn't live on.
Joint enterprise.
Hey, don't say it. I know you're gonna say it.
Oh, what you're gonna say? Joint
I don't know what you're gonna
enterprise.
say. No, it's not joint enterprise.
See them basketball man there.
There's sometimes
There's enough tape. No, I can't.
There's enough tape of man them doing what Jalen Green was doing.
No one did that. Hey, no. Disclaimer.
Them basketball man there.
No one did that.
No. We can't say no one. That's a lie.
Basketball man.
I'll be real. Living with man, you realise that. Cool. No, honestly, living with guys, yeah. Remember, we're 16 to 18, so a lot of us haven't lived alone, but like, or a lot of people didn't know basics of how to cook or how to use the laundry.
Yeah, of course.
There was a guy.
Laundry's crazy.
There was a guy. I will vouch. A man put. I think I said this already.
When you put washing up liquid.
No, a man put oil on a pan.
What?
To fry egg.
No,
yeah.
Listen, lemon.
Yeah. You see spaghetti.
Yeah.
As in spaghetti you put in a pot to boil.
Yeah.
A man slapped the spaghetti sticks in the pan, and we smelled something burning in it. So me and Adi have run down.
What were you trying to make?
He said he was trying to cook pasta.
He's trying to make pasta.
No way.
Wait, let me set the scene. So we're smelling something's burning. Obviously we're running. I'm like, yo, what's up? He said, hey, yo, my nigga.
Hey, no.
He just said, hey, yo, like, I'm trying to cook pasta, but it's not cooking. So me and Adi look at each other like, this guy cannot be.
We couldn't even laugh at him because he was older, innit? So
he was older, so
I was like, whoa.
Wait, was he being serious?
No,
as in.
Dead serious, bro.
He was waiting for the pasta.
Waiting for the pasta to cook. He said, "Why is it not cooking? Why is it not cooking?"
Crazy. Wait, was he from? He wasn't from UK.
No disclaimer.
It was from UK. It was from UK.
Oh, it's from UK.
Yeah, it was from UK.
But hey, did you lot ever invite girls over to your crib? Yeah, okay. It's
I don't know what.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, realistically.
So what's going on?
Realistically, we don't speak bad on women, but there were women in the crib. But that for me, it was for homework help. I don't know about the other man, innit? For me, it was to help with my homework.
Because you lot were 16 to 18-year-olds, and at that age, guys are...
No. Stephen can vouch. I wasn't part of that culture, though.
You can't vouch. You can't vouch.
I can't vouch for that one.
That's science says it all.
Because all I'm saying is, someone lives on the ground floor, and their room was easily accessible.
How many floors was it?
2 floors.
Oh, ground floor?
Yeah, I never lived on the ground floor.
What do you mean you can't?
What, as in blue badge?
Blue badge.
Yeah, like
blue badge. Yeah, easy access. Blue badge. In fact, there was even wheelchair ramp.
There's wheelchair ramp as well.
Do you know what's mad? I lived in a room with another guy.
So when you're on the ground floor,
So you lived in another room with another guy.
Yeah.
And what were you
two
doing?
guys
in
in
that
one
room?
Were there any women in that room?
No.
First.
Do you know what it is? Steven knows, but he's just...
No, I don't.
he's
Listen, I'm not going to
controversial.
say if you're lying or not in there, but if that's the answer, you're giving.
Nah, this is mad. This is mad. Nah, don't listen to Steven. I wasn't part of the culture, because deep it, bro, man was...
How are you not part of the culture if you're living under the same roof as these?
Because I was just always in my room.
He's doing the mysterious thing again, bro.
Do you know what it is? Everyone that was...
And you know what's
at year
crazy?
can
End of
vouch.
second year, people finally... Because they used to come to me, they were like, oh, Stephen, I can't lie, obviously, you're the guy, but you see, Ade...
Wait, second year, sixth form?
Yeah, second year, second, they were like, we've clocked on to Ade. They all said it.
Were you lot were in the house from year 11 to end of sixth form?
No,
I only came in first year, sixth form.
Yeah, The house was only 6 for a minute. They only gave us
it was only sixth form.
They only gave us the house in 6 form.
Oh, yeah, shit was definitely going on because sixth form time, I remember sixth form time, the girls there was a certain girls that were around you, man. So I know for a fact
What
they
do
were
you
going
say?
around
What's
to
the
you.
other
You,
thing?
man,
I was just
Yeah, I
there
know
to
for
shoot
sure.
hoops, bro. I was working on my form.
Okay.
You know, you would have been able to be like, I'm involved if I was in the common room. I wasn't in the common room.
One thing
so how was
about
I gonna know
but
people?
I'll be real. One thing about going to BA was if you were in a sports team, you had that clique already in it. So what made it better was if you're good and in a sports team, you'd have a clique. But one thing I say about Ade was he studied maths, further maths, and physics.
You see it, yeah.
So like for him,
I couldn't mess around.
He was down to his
wasn't
books. Like
messing around.
there was times where like the man them are just doing a mad thing in the living room. He just there, headphones in, toes out on the table.
Get toes
Just
out.
work like.
Mandatory.
But obviously, yeah, we're not gonna lie. Obviously, in the team crib, you're 16 to 18, so you explore a lot. But for us, remember at the end of the day, like we said earlier, as men, you have to learn how to live together. So like, man, not clean up after themselves, like in the shower and that. You know, like man, them not changing sheets for a whole year or something. Like
What?
Man are
That's
not
mad.
Other stuff.
No culprit.
No, that isn't a culprit.
I just don't want to.
When your skin's in tatters, you know.
Bro, like there was even a point in time where some man them allegedly was shooting fireworks in the front garden.
Oh no, I've seen that video. I've seen that video.
Yeah.
Steven posts that memory all the time.
But I wasn't involved.
Oh yeah, certain man within your crib. This is what I'm saying. You basketball man, you're a bit funny because I'm seeing man them strip, run outside and then run back inside.
You won't.
On my mother's life, I never did that. That wasn't me. Deep it,
Bro,
Deep the names.
Deep
the names.
There was 4 people that did it, and you're one of them.
No, it wasn't, bro.
Oh, he was one of them.
I wasn't one of them. Deep it. No, you're
Because he
thinking.
only shows the one video every
Bro,
year.
yeah.
Memory.
No.
Of that one person.
Oh, I
Of
did
the
not
one
lose that
person.
bet.
Bro, it wasn't a bet. It's you won't.
Guys, by the way, you see how these basketball men are doing these nonsense in there?
Remember, it was you
Jalen
won't.
Green type shit.
Nah, it
That's
wasn't
happening in
Jalen
their
Green.
crib. These men are stripping naked with each other
Do you
and
know
running
it's-
outside.
Nah, for some people, they needed to live in that house. It just it helped them.
You know, like
grow.
when people go, you know how I spoke about when people go uni and move out,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they're free from their parents.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's how you lot were
That's why I
living,
said when
innit?
I went to uni, that wasn't nothing for me. Obviously, when he went to America, when we both went to America, it wasn't nothing because
you're
we
used to it.
What?
You've done
Bro,
it for 2 years
you're-
already.
That's what I'm saying. For the 2 years we were there, no adult supervision. We were just there living by
So what,
ourselves.
even none of the coaches will check on you, nothing.
Bro, some coaches were even.
Yeah.
So what? No, yeah.
You know, there's some things
So
you can't
co- so
say.
co-
No,
so-
you can't say it. What's it called?
Some coaches will even do stuff with.
No. That's crazy.
You're definitely insinuating that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What coaches?
No, one of my coaches tried to cook like cook pasta, cook chicken.
Hey, no, you're violating. Oh my gosh. Hey,
Oh, what? As in making terrible food?
Bro, he made chicken and put coke inside it.
Why did he do? What come out?
I didn't try it. You have to ask Ade. I didn't eat
I
it.
didn't try it, bro.
Ade, did you try it?
I didn't try it.
No, did you try it?
Alright, moving on. I think though, as like
And man was trying to get in the starting
You see what I'm
five.
saying? You weren't
Man was trying to get in the starting
You're trying to
five.
get in the starting.
as 17, 18-year-olds, yeah, compared to what men are doing elsewhere, we was responsible still.
We definitely were.
We was
Obviously,
responsible still. And we held a whole barbecue. Do you remember that?
Stephen held Stephen held the barbecue.
Who made the food?
We cooked it together, bro.
Okay, but who's
No, I didn't help out. But
who's the pioneer?
It was for my birthday. I told him he was the pioneer.
Or to make the food? Who was the pioneer to make the food?
It was me and you, bro. We're both in the
Give me
kitchen
my
whipping.
props, though. Give me my props.
Yeah, no, I could cook.
Yeah,
I can
say
cook
that,
as
say
well.
that.
I can't like me and Ade say he's bare man in the house in terms of cooking, you know. Like, there was a man eating alphabet soup for dinner.
No. Hey, man, you're outing, guys. Oh my god.
I'm not outing anyone.
There's no names, but there's the fact that I know, innit? You know what I'm saying? The fact that I know.
No, but from now, no, but he will laugh at it about it as well. Like, man's not out. Like we forget. Well, we used to live in a bando as well. We're not talking about the first team crib. The first team crib, yeah. I'm not saying no names of schools or anything, yeah. If my parents saw where I lived, you wouldn't know if I'm in Lagos or London, bro. It was that bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was crazy.
You know, me and Ade used to share a room, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say there was a creature that made Ade move upstairs.
Yeah, there was a certain foe.
There was a certain creature that made Ade.
Serious.
Bro,
Maybe move rooms.
I would have moved room, but there was no more space. That was the.
Was this in the BA crib?
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why can't have BA got you under some NDA?
That's
No,
true.
no.
Did you man sign NDAs?
No, we didn't sign no NDA.
You signed NDAs, innit?
No, realistically, we didn't sign no NDA. What we're saying is there was rats in our house. The first crib.
So why? Okay, so they had you in these conditions and you didn't say nothing.
Bro, we were 17-year-olds just there to hoop. You're forgetting.
You man signed NDAs, man.
Bro, we were under death row contracts. Birdman, bro.
Yeah.
Man was just there trying to hoop. You're telling me I'm going home.
So you man was just sleeping in because the rats crawling in and out your bed sheet.
I know.
Not like that.
Whilst you man were doing sus things, running outside
No one
naked.
did those stuff.
Oh, who did that?
Running outside the crib naked.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I mentioned that already. Bro, I keep telling you, Steven's Snapchat is in the bio.
I'm a private anyway.
He posts the memories every year of these lot laughing.
Because you know what's crazy?
Because a guy lost the forfeit, he has to run outside in his boxers, man's covered.
You know when my man saw the little youth at the ring?
Huh?
You could have gone jail. You know?
Someone lost a bet, saw the youth down the road, and you were just like, and he called for his mum, innit? It was,
What? He
bro,
lost the bet.
man, he lost
he's
it.
done
He
the
lost the
forfeit.
bet. He's done the forfeit.
Yeah.
And he has to run to the road, didn't it?
Yeah.
And there's
There's a kid.
just a youth there.
So it's like, oh.
So did he run into the road, like, close off?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Wow, you see these basketball man.
Hey, no, what did it look like from the outside, though? What did the basketball look?
Yeah, what from your
outside.
side? How did we look like?
Personally,
Yeah.
okay, for in sixth form, like I said, us man, we didn't really rate you.
They didn't rate us. I was telling you that. Yeah.
We didn't rate you, man. Especially the externals. I didn't really
But
rate
we
the externals
changed that,
unless I knew certain externals. I did the basketball man. I didn't really rate. I thought them man thought they were better than or what they actually were.
Cocky thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it really. Like,
But
cause
I
obviously,
think we changed that.
us. What do you mean? Not really. It didn't change.
Maybe
for
not
me
for
the
you,
whole
but
year.
I think for the majority because maybe because I saw it from year 10, when I joined before.
I'm talking about in sixth form as
No,
well.
I know, but I'm saying from year 10, I saw how basketball wasn't rated like that. So, and Adi can vouch for me. What I was always saying to the guys was a lot of people didn't rate the basketball man because, like you said, the basketball man stuck to themselves. So, to other people, it looked like we didn't care about them. Oh yeah. So,
Yeah, we're going. But like I said, like especially in the common room, as an internal, you see when the externals came, I wouldn't even say you in particular because you were calm in it. A lot of them, I just thought these man are like the common room was smelling of BO, like it was hot. People making bend no, the BO was bad.
who was smelling from beer? Was it the basketball man?
Bro, didn't you notice that when I was near the common room, I was standing
By the door.
I was outside chilling on the ramp. That was my corner. I wasn't never in the side of the common room because it stank.
It's that.
But
You won't catch me in the common room still.
It was there once.
you were in the common room,
There
bro.
was a
I was
time
in
where-
it, and I was-
Thank you,
Come
Birds,
on,
man.
man.
He's
Who's
always
man
trying to
with
do
that?
I was
man
there.
went there?
I was-
Who you
I
man
was-
went in
No, I
there?
was there a handful of times, bro.
No, but he missed the one time. I don't know if you were there when there was the beef between basketball and football.
Yeah, bro. I was in when the chairs were flinging. I was in the corner in the next to the other side on the other side.
Yeah, I can't lie, you
I
man got
was
wrapped.
scooped up in the-
You man got wrapped.
Who got
Listen
I
to me,
wasn't
you weren't
fighting. I
I'm
wasn't fighting for the.
I wasn't fighting in it, but I'm saying the football.
Bro, we've left school. Just admit you were fighting, bro. You
Bro,
were
you
there
was
in the middle of the
mix.
video.
No,
You were in the mix.
No,
Someone put the video out here. They're like, Steven, he put it
Like
do you know what happened? I was defending my boy, bro. You think about my boy's getting touched, man's not gonna back him.
Who got dashed? I forgot it.
No,
I'm saying it.
It was one of the footballers.
Yeah, someone
It was
got
one of the.
dashed.
it was pum pum lips.
Pause, man. Hey, go on, you man carry on. Because I got to shoot.
You're on our platform trying to tell. Here, man.
Love.
But
I'm a producer, so I don't want to. Go subscribe to Hank TV.
Why you doing self promo on my platform?
My bad.
Say subscribe to Cage Birds.
No, they're gonna subscribe. If you're watching this, subscribe to Cage Birds. Yeah. And I don't want you lot going to Steven saying I like your show and you're not subscribed.
My guy, man. But yeah, so obviously we spoke about the BA stuff and the lifestyle. But obviously let's talk about obviously now you're in America. How's that been for you? You know, another change of scenery, realizing that, like you said, you went there to play basketball, but even them man there playing basketball, they weren't treating basketball as the BN and all, and you know what I'm saying? BNO, yeah. So how was, America, how has that influenced you, your character, your personality, your outlook on life? And how different is that from just being stuck in the cage of South London or just London and just thinking, oh, everything I need in life is going to be in London? How did that change?
I think going there has definitely been eye-opening in terms of learning about myself. Because, you go away to somewhere like that and you realise you got to find yourself and know who you are outside of basketball. Because sometimes basketball's not going how you want it to go and you need some sort of escape. You need something to help you relax on one of the days. And I had to sit there and think, what do I genuinely enjoy doing outside of basketball? And that took me a while to kind of realise. And we was blessed enough to go on an international trip throughout Europe. And you speak to a lot of people, and you get all these experiences and you realise there's so much more to life outside of basketball. And not necessarily that basketball doesn't matter, because it does, and it's what's got me to where I am, and it's what's taken me around the world. Definitely. But in addition to that, it's just there's a lot of other things going on that are important that you need to add to yourself and and get some human capital and grow. Especially in see me, I'm not someone that goes out and asks for people for advice or help or reaching out to people. But I realize that stuff's important, and networking is so important if you want to be successful in anything, to be fair. Because hard work will give you a chance, but when you network with people, that's when everything's just elevated, and you're more likely to get these people into the right rooms and
hard work will get you the recognition, networking will give you the opportunities. So
perfect way of wording it.
So I deep that, but basketball again, be real here, because that's why we brought you. So, bro, how does it feel being the best or one of the best? Because what I didn't deep now then was, I used to think, Ade's on my team. I'm lucky I don't have to play him. Obviously, guard him and practice and that. But you had to know, because you're a 17, 18-year-old thinking, I'm one of the best players on this team. Every team we want to play are game planning for me, or they're talking about me. So how was that pressure of going into every game knowing that, but also not letting it kind of take over your life in a sense of putting too much pressure on yourself, because you still wanted to play the game to enjoy it. We're 17, 18. Sometimes we're still playing for the gal. Let's be real. We love the gal coming to our games. Let's give it at it. You know what I'm saying? We're keeping it real. So how was that for you? I'm at this level. The pressure's on me, but I still want to have fun. I don't want to.
I think back then I was so blessed to be in a mind state of, I was always just in the moment. So regardless of what was going on, I never took myself outside of what was going on to see it from what it's like from the outside world. And I think that's what corrupts people's minds sometimes, and they try and live up to expectations, and I never tried to do that. I was just living day by day. Genuinely, I was just doing things day by day. Remember that trauma game I wasn't even supposed to play, the playoff game? My knee was hurting. And shout out to the coach, he was like, bro, take this. He was like, it's this special paracetamol. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna take it.
Gave him the Karate Kid.
He gave me and I had a crazy game that game. I'll be honest, I don't even remember really playing the game. I'm just so in the moment. Back then, I was just so in the moment all the time. It never really sunk in of who I was, what I was doing. I was just taking everything step by step. See, after that game, he goes to me, he's like, yeah, it was a tic tac. It wasn't even He told me it was a tic tac. I was like, bro, why are you lying? Because I genuinely felt good after he gave it to me.
Are you sure you didn't put any Ooga Looba on it?
No, it was literally just a white little thing, and I believe that was a Tic Tac still.
But what if you spoke into it or something?
I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know.
That's the Tic Tac behind the counter, bro. Nah,
backpack, and I was just like, raw, like. So I think stuff like that. It's just.
So let's go into Ade now. You know, we spoke about Ade basketball, Ade life. Who's Ade right now, right in this presence? Like, let's say those who you know about basketball. So we obviously know like fashion. Like, let's go into more of that. What is Ade? What does Ade want to do in the future? You know, what's the life now looking for Ade?
For me, I want to inspire and I want to help as many people going on their path through this life thing as much as possible, and just give out everything I've learned up until now, so they don't make the same mistakes or go through the same hardships I've had to go through. And for me, I don't know who's Ade. Like, I'm a big fashion guy. I like to. I'm a big music fan. I love music.
Who's your top 5 right now?
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah, that's the one. Who's your top 5?
I listen to too much music, bro.
It's top 5, top of your head. Like, everyone, no one's ever gonna have a perfect list. Top 5, top of your head. Or who's in your rotation right now then?
Let me get my phone out, bro. I know Nines is in my rotation right now for sure. You got Nines. You got Scraps. Someone that I really just started taking in was Young Tef. He's wavy. I didn't believe in him till like the other. I don't know. Kind of sunk in. He's wavy. Len. He's like an underground guy.
Yeah, I see him.
Who else is here? Let me give you one that's unorthodox that you probably don't know. Nah, that's Dragon. And Georgia Smith.
No, you've always been a big Georgia Smith.
I've always been a Georgia Smith.
But man, there used to be a point where, like, obviously there was 2 showers, but upstairs in the first year, you knew Ade was in the bathroom because it's Georgia Smith. Georgia Smith. Same way with Robin with that annoying song that he used to play. Every day I'm with my...
Yeah. Oh my God. On the game days as well.
Bro, like, you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you live with boys, there's certain tendencies you pick up. Like, if Georgia's playing, it's Ade.
It's me, man.
Or like, if Afrobeats is playing, it's me.
Steven Stone.
Or like, if like Punjabi music's playing, it's Tom.
No, chill.
But no, different stuff. Like, it was just...
Yo, hey, shout out Tom, shout out
my guy Gandhi Tom, man. But yeah, like it's crazy. So like, you know, you said you're into music now. How big culturally is music to sports, especially like getting your mind ready for a game? Because I don't think that bit is underrated. You know, like you're in the van, you're going to an away game, trying to get pumped up with the man them. Right. So like, how important is music to the basketball culture, and what would you say is important? Or what's necessary for good game day music?
For me, I think music is so integral in the basketball scene now, because you see all these basketballers, friends of rappers, and all that stuff. People in the music, they're always referring to basketballers in their music and making all these references. I think those two literally come hand in hand. So, and for me, I feel like I'm naturally just always pumped up in it. Like, especially before a game, I got adrenaline rolling. I'm always ready. So I'm more often than not, I'm listening to calm music. I'm gonna listen to maybe Georgia Smith, maybe some Adele, or this is some Snow.
Used to love Adele.
Summer Walker. It sounds crazy though. But do you know, that stuff calms me down, because then it's like my mind's not as erratic. Because if I'm listening to Youngboy or something, I'm probably just gonna run out there and just do the mad thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I used to listen to her. What's her name? I am DDB. She's hard as well.
That's music. That's music.
She's cold. She fell off a bit though, but it's calm.
Nah, she doesn't really make music like that no more. Yeah, XOX, that song is wavy, man.
Yeah, no, she was hard still. Yeah. So obviously now, what's your advice to the young ballers coming up? Young ballers watching this, saying, "Hey, I remember watching Ade growing up in UK, seeing where he is now." What's your advice to them now?
I think you guys just live in the moment. Live in the moment. Enjoy the time you have with your friends, and do the right thing every day, because everything is just so like brick by brick, layer by layer. And if you're doing the right thing every day, you're beating 95% of the world, because not everyone's doing the right thing every day. Sometimes you get to a position, it's like you probably make 5 decisions in a day that determine how your whole day goes. Because it's like sometimes you get home, you sit down, it's like, should I go shower or go on my phone? Yeah. You end up going on your phone for 2 hours instead of you just getting in the shower. You come out of the shower.
Used to do that.
It's insane. So just doing the right thing, making the right decisions on a daily basis will accrue all the time. And just remember,
it's bigger than basketball. Innit? You guys see the people that are like out here talking about, oh, I'm gonna go miss my prom to go work out. All that stuff there is just for looks.
It's for looks, bro.
Enjoy your life.
Go to your prom, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? Go to your prom. You can work out.
Go catch your wine
for 7 days in a week and have 2 hours off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like people who are like on purpose going out their way to go miss stuff like that. It's
not cool, and you regret it when you look back at it. And we're telling you because we've been through that.
Yeah, you'll regret it. I've never done anything like that.
Do you know what I'm saying? No, but we're saying like what they don't understand is basketballers had fun. This that we're living together. Do you know how many times where like we had to mature, like you said, for 17, 18-year-olds, we behaved ourselves, but the stuff people want to do, we had no weekends.
We didn't.
They didn't know that we're playing Saturday, playing Sunday, back to work Monday, plus the school stuff.
Plus school.
And then game day in the middle of the week as well.
That was just the norm for us, guys. I woke up at like 5 a.m. to go to Manchester and our bus broke down.
Bro.
And we made a joke out of it, started singing on the middle of the road. Like, no one's doing that.
Bro, tripped up to Newcastle, man, remember that?
No one's doing that.
Man's basically doing a drive to Scotland. They don't understand, so... I also want to tell young bucks that, bro, you see that phrase, failure is not an option, I hate it, remove it from your, like, discography, vocabulary, dictionary, thesaurus, because failure is necessary, but failure is also mandatory because you're going to fail at one thing. Nobody's perfect, because if we never failed, half the people in the world, we wouldn't be here. I forgot what inventor was. I think it was a light bulb. He said he didn't...
Tesla.
Huh?
Tesla.
No, not Elon Musk. Literally the inventor of a light bulb.
Yeah, Nikola Tesla.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yes. I thought you might like...
I'm an engineering student, bro. Hey, I didn't mean to do that. I was talking.
No, say that again. You know, some babes, I want to hear that.
It's not like that.
No, just say it.
Hey, you guys focus on school as well. You can do both. Everyone used to tell me I couldn't do both, and you know what I'm saying?
Bro, maths, further maths, physics.
I'm doing mechanical engineering. Inshallah, I'll finish next year.
Amen, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Real stuff. What was I saying? But yeah, failure is an option, bro. You're gonna fail.
Hey,
and I want people to see that because the guy who made the light, Tesla, like he said, I think they said it took him 1,000 times. And then he said, someone said, how did it feel to fail 1,000 times? He said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 different ways of it not working.
Right.
Deep in, I was like, raw, like, that's a crazy answer. You didn't fail, you just found out one method doesn't work. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Something as well for you guys to think about and put in your back pocket is no matter what you want to do, you shouldn't sit around trying to create this perfect plan because regardless of the plan you make, as you go through that plan and you do things, you realize the plan's just so flawed and you won't be able to realize how flawed your plan is unless you just start doing it and just
100%.
Keep working every single day.
100%.
Keep doing the right things. That's literally all I think about every day. Do the right things and it'll all just align somehow. And if it doesn't, then it's something else will work. Like that's the whole point of life, finding yourself for sure.
Okay, so we've gone that. Now we're gonna go quickly just before we finish the family. How important is family to you? You know, how are they in this journey of yours of life, ball, what you're doing now? How has their support been there and to push you? Like you said, yeah, you're still from London, but packing your stuff, them trusting you to say, yeah, go live in East London, embark and go pursue this dream. How was that for you?
And family for me is super important. My mum giving me that green light to just trusting me and letting me be able to do whatever I wanted to do and just hoping that I'm not out there making stupid decisions was huge for me. Because at the beginning, she didn't want me to go back and she was like, no, you're not leaving the house. What do you mean you're going to move out? I was like, no, just trust me. And she kind of gave me that green light and let me do what I needed to do. And the support they had behind the scenes is like unreal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like making things happen that I had no idea how to do. And yeah, for me, family is super important. They do the things that I didn't know what to do, and they kind of just figure out all the important stuff behind the scenes that if I had to put that on my plate, I wouldn't even know where I would be. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you have your mom that's just working 25/8. You know what I'm saying? You don't see her, but she's making everything happen, and you don't even understand how it's happening. It's just it's super.
I was something controversial to ask, you know, but it's never in a derogatory way to them, man. So I was having this conversation with my boys in the basketball community. Like, you see, the young ones going up, like they doing their thing, they do well. But I said that in terms of like not talent, but like just that dog mentality, like the physical nature of the game. Because obviously, if we're being real, like especially in America, we see the whole everyone wants to have a highlight. So they're not even playing basketball. They're just playing to get a highlight to be on Hoops mixtape. Like before, it was a privilege to get a highlight. You couldn't just get a highlight. You know what I'm saying? Man used to go on Hoops mixtape, just type in or Hoops Fix. And if you're on Hoops Fix, you are that guy. They don't just give it to anyone. Not that I'm saying they're doing that now. But like, what would you say, like, needs to change for the youngins to go back to like proper basketball? Because for me personally, I said, if I'm looking at it now, let's say, I'm not even singing at any academy, but any random academy from now, if they played our year group, and people are forgetting, our year group was them ones, bro.
Go search it up.
Go search it up, you know. But like, we were at each other next every... Bro, me and Adi have had nearly fights in practice, where... And then we go back to the same house.
And go Asda and
go
get reduced cake.
We'll go get reduced cake and custard. Even on a co-op thing sometimes, you know, a little free bakery and that. So man, yeah, the free from discount.
Oh, discount.
Yeah, the coupon thing.
Yeah, coupon.
And the apple tiger.
Coupon.
No, but like legit. So like, what do you think? Like, the question I'm asking then, I guess, is, what mentality needs to change in the younger ones that you need to let them know that, bro, all this high life you're trying to do, it's not gonna take you as far as you think it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think don't get bought in by social media. Social media is very polar. It's very like, what's that word? Polarized. That's what I was thinking. It's very polarized, and you have to think, if you're on social media, you're only seeing the good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like us, man, the other day we released a little video of when a workout and we're just missing. And that stuff is very, very normal. Like, it's part of the process and figuring stuff out. But now these days, people are... I don't want to say it like that, but the new generation is soft. You know what I'm
soft,
saying?
bro.
Soft, like, yeah, I was talking to one of my coaches and he said, if I shouted at one of these guys the way I used to shout at you guys, they're not coming back the next day. Coach used to be in my face talking about, like, literally shouting so much he's spitting in my face.
I do.
And
what I want to tell you, man,
the next stage, you know
these men don't understand. I know I said we had no weekends, but yeah, we used to go overseas in the summer to play. People think we're on holiday. We didn't have summer holidays, you know.
We never had summer.
Man, am I forgetting? Seasons ended. You probably have a week of nothing. Then you go on a basketball tour where you're hooping every day. You come back for a couple of days. Then what? Pre-season started.
Pre-season starts. You have to put it to mind that we're doing what we love and we're happy about it. At the same time, it's a lot of sacrifice. You need to sacrifice a lot and dedicate your whole being.
Or if there's no point, you can't do it's not half-hearted thing.
Yeah,
it's not half-hearted.
You can't do it half-hearted. If you can't dedicate your whole self to this goal that you want to achieve, then there's not really a point to doing it. And if you're doing it to get a 2-minute highlight reel
or recognition,
if you're doing it for recognition, it's a short path. It's a short path, and it's not gonna end well. The stuff you see online, you don't know how many takes it takes them to make that, or like to make that type of stuff happen. Man, them are human, though. Man, everyone's human. Don't get stuck in that social media world. That's what I think is really watering down the younger generation, because I don't know what it's really going on social media, but it's like, I remember I was talking about it with one of my coaches, and he was saying, I think just having your phone is more mentally draining than you realize, because they wake up, let's say 9 o'clock, and then you're on your phone for an hour and a half, and then you go to practice and your brain's cooked. You don't know it, but your brain's cooked. Yeah,
you can't even intake anything your coach is doing.
You're mentally fatigued already, so like going into practice trying to figure something out, you have such a short attention span. If something's not coming to you in 10 to 15 seconds, you're kind of just going to turn off, and you don't want to be there. You'd rather just be comfortable. You know?
What's something, and then going back to the Americans, so what's something hit in America, in the culture, that shocked you, that you're like, you can't even get away with that, or that's not even a thing back here in ends, like, you know, because you've lived there for a while now.
I've been there for a while, yeah. Well, that they wouldn't be able to get away with here.
Yeah, or like, it's just like, if we were to do this back in ends, you'd be like, what the heck is going on? Or vice versa. What's something we do here that you try to do in America, and they were just like, hey, yo, like, what's this guy on type thing?
That's not P. I don't know, you know, that's a tough one. I will say, though, what they have over us is they have really good support systems. Each person has, on average, very good support systems, and that's why they're just able to excel more. Because like when you're working together, things just happen, bro. When you're working in a system where someone's doing this for you, doing that for you, and you're doing this for someone else, and when you're helping each other out, that helps you grow as a group so much more. And like, if everyone in that little circle is serious, the growth is so exponential. And we don't have that here. There's a lot of dragging you down if you're not, I'm not coming with you type of vibe.
I get it.
I'll say that though. That's definitely different.
Bro, we're haters, bro. We're haters over here, and I hate the fact. And another question I want to ask is like, how important for you was you to keep your identity, and what makes Ade, while still trying to go to another culture and still trying to not fit in per se, but be part of a community. Because we both know a lot of men that go there, they come back here like, who the heck is this guy?
Accent and whatnot.
You know what I'm saying? Accent. And the accent is normal, but it's like you've come back. Now you sound like Orlando Bloom or something. Man sounding like Jeff Hardy and them. Man. Yeah, like it's like what made it important for you to be like, okay, they're gonna know Ade, but they're gonna know Ade. They're not gonna know Ade that's come and now trying to.
Because remember, before I left, I was looking getting a little bit scared about it because everyone was telling me, bro, you're gonna change. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm gonna change. And I was like, oh, maybe I am gonna change because everyone was swearing by it. I was like, okay, but then I think I've just always been blessed to the point where I don't care what other people think. And I kind of just do me all the time. So, and I'm not someone that's wanted to fit in or be with a group because I realize I feel like all that stuff is just very temporary. And I see that people who are close, they're not close. They're only close for show. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not really close behind doors when things matter. Do you get what I'm saying? With all like them friendships, they're not as authentic as they look from the outside. I think for me, I've just been very blessed. I've never felt the need to fit in. I've never felt the need to like change who I am because I feel like I'm fly as a person. I feel like I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a lot of qualities that I don't want to let go because if I let that go, I let go of who I am. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. And just one last question is, how important, like, we spoke about family, but being Nigerian, we spoke about failure, we spoke about family, but these are a lot of things that are just natural to us. Like, how important was, just being part of this Nigerian culture, helped you in everything? Because I feel like me and you, one thing we could always bond on as well was that area of the culture. So we'll wrap up soon, was that area of the culture. And it's like, the foods we eat. Because one thing I loved about BA, even though, we lived away, one thing I didn't like, it was, I miss home cooking.
Home cooked food, yeah.
Like the pounded jam. Remember when I used to go home for jollof on Sundays and bring it back?
The American food thing is hyped, bro. Man, there's just so much oil.
You're not really a fan of it?
It's not that I'm not a fan of it. It's just not the same as home cooked food, bro. It's not. And you see in California, everything's made of corn, fam.
Like cornstarch?
No, like corn. Because they just grow corn in it. So everything's like cornbread or like, everything's made from corn somehow. I don't know how it works over there, innit?
Man said corn in that shit, they're boy in it, fam.
Bro, it's weird. But I think, for sure, being part of the culture where I'm from definitely shaped who I am. Do you know what I'm saying? Because with the Nigerian culture, it teaches you a lot of discipline. It teaches you how people move. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I'm saying? The way my mom raised me is like you learn from what other people are doing. So I don't make them same mistakes all the time. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what yeah. You said that perfectly. Yeah. Learning from others so you don't make the same mistake.
So, like, sometimes I'll act a certain way and people will be like, oh, did this happen to you? I'm like, nah, bro, I've just seen it happen to so many other people. And it's like, I've learned from that. And it literally makes me who I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Nigerian culture, I think, is so sick. And there's just so much to it. There's a lot more to it. And sometimes I was a little bit shy about kind of embracing it because back in the day, it's like, oh,
it wasn't cool.
You know what I'm saying? But then that stuff is sick. Like, having a background, having a culture, having something to go back to where it's different and it's not westernized. I think that's sick.
Is it true that going to America, like, not a lot of people, they know where they're from, but they're not really aligned with it?
America's full of Americans.
Yeah.
Like, I went to America when I first like started getting my hair done and twisted and whatnot.
Guy, just saying, I was telling Ade for time to grow his hair, whether he wants to admit or not. I was telling him.
I told him I didn't want to do it, but
look at him.
What's it called? When you go there and you like speak to people and it's like, where you from? They're like, oh, I'm from San Diego. Blah, blah. No, what country you from? You won't find many like, even like the black people I meet over there can't do hair. I'm like, bro, how do you know? What was you doing when you was younger? Because you know, if you're from over here and you see a black girl, 9 out of 10 can do that, can do hair, or like they can do all the like the basic stuff.
The basic, the cane rolls at least.
Yeah, everyone over there is definitely like American, and like they kind of lose their culture. You know what I'm saying? Which is, it's not as sick, because like when they come over here, they see all these different cultures, and you have these people who embrace it as well. It's not like they don't want to embrace it; they just don't get the opportunity.
They don't get the opportunity.
You know
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. And what would you tell future Ade watching this, if you watch it back on this, or what would you tell future Ade watching back on this?
You're gonna be okay. Just stick to what you're doing. You're doing the right things. Any decision you make is the right decision. That's what I'm living off of these days. You can't make a wrong decision. It's your life. Any decision you make, you was always meant to make, and you know what I'm saying. That's just how it goes. Keep going for sure.
If Ade wasn't a hooper, mechanical engineer, what would he be?
Be a model. I'll be a model. I'll make my own clothes.
I see that on this.
Nah, yeah, for sure. I was supposed to do the modeling thing, but let me not get into that.
I did a modeling thing. It was hard.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. hey, put the pictures up on YouTube. You lot in the comments, tell him to put the pictures up.
Yeah, get this to 10,000 likes to do this.
10,000? Nah, 10,000 likes. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. I'll put it up, bro.
The one with the blazer on the side.
Yeah.
Bro, you lot, I'm telling you, you want to see these pictures.
Bro, David Beckham had nothing on me, bro.
You want to see these pictures.
You want to, bro. They were hard. Mom said I couldn't do it, though, because trying to do the whole naked thing. She said, man, got to keep it. Man, got to
keep
keep
boxer modeling and that.
My thing was too big. But yeah. Anyways, alright, cool. Cause Benny here, we ain't gonna do the whole playlist stuff, but I want to thank Ade for coming on today. You know, it's a big boy coming here, taking his time out. Therefore, get him on more in the future. Shout out anything what you want to do.
Before we finish, I wanted to give you like your flowers, bro. What you lot are doing is sick.
Appreciate it, bro.
Definitely sticking to it, I think is inspirational, because the way I see it is a lot of people are watching your stuff, regardless if they tell you or not. They're watching it and they appreciate it.
Love that, bro.
And there's not many people that start a podcast and get past episode 20. I think the percentage is very limited. And I wanted to give you lot your flowers about you lot are working hard and sticking to it. And I think some point in this life it's gonna catch a flame. And if it doesn't, something else is gonna happen. Something else is gonna come from doing this.
Amen. Even if it doesn't, that's what we're doing it for. And I'm glad you've seen it here firsthand. Like, bro, did we give you a script to talk about?
That's what I'm saying.
We just came. I was even late. We just came in and started speaking. So I feel like
he owes me a drink.
Did I get you a drink? Don't try.
He did. Why are you out in the thing?
But yeah, no, I feel like the authenticity kind of shines through.
Yeah.
If you got a story to tell, we'll bring you on, man. But yeah, that's dope.
Keep going. I was gonna shout out no wins without losses. All the clothes I'm wearing is by them. I got my own YouTube channel. We got a sick story to tell. Ank TV, you lot tap into that. Shout out Ank. If you guys need wristbands, hit me up. We'll make something happen. Subscribe to Cage Bird.
Subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. And then, appreciate
you guys for having me.
Love.
Love.